Rich Savage, Sales Director at Carahsoft. Great to see you. Thanks for joining me today. Where is the DevSecOps community right now? What are they talking about? What progress has been made that momentum should continue to drive, that kind of thing? Where are we now?
First of all, Francis, thank you very much for having me today. Very glad to be here. And, from the Carahsoft perspective, we have a very unique perspective on the industry because we get to work with our government customers, our OEMs, and as well as the system integrator community, all of which I feel has a very important role to play in the adoption of DevOps and DevSecOps in the government today. So where we are today, I feel like we've seen what's possible. We've seen what works, and we've learned from some of the past mistakes. And the innovation that is happening today, particularly in the world of AI, and allowing customers to be secure and move faster is incredible to see. And I think we are still at the beginning stages of that upswing in the ability for our government customers to adopt software faster.
Yeah, that's a different way of saying what a lot of people have said theme-wise today. We're on the cusp where that kind of language. What's driving that? And people don't just say it, they say it with enthusiasm. So I wonder what you think is behind that enthusiasm too.
As with all things today, AI, I feel like is driving that to really allow people to see what can be done with a further automation level. And that automation that will come from AI allows us all to move faster. And we've built over the last 6 years, 7 years in industry and government working together, the framework of what that should look like to be able to move that fast. And the controls are in place to allow that fast movement. So in effect, the road has been built, right? And now we have the cars that can go faster.
Mm-hmm. What will continue to drive that? Is it not, I imagine it's not just AI, there will be other factors that will drive momentum.
We can only move as fast as we are secure, right? So AI will present its own challenges with becoming secure, but we are already seeing industry adapt alongside that. Some of the companies that we're bringing on to Carahsoft are solving that problem today, identifying the AI-generated code, being able to sign off on that code and allow that code to be inserted into an application very quickly and securely. So AI is the gas pedal, security is the brake a little bit, but security is keeping up very quickly with the adoption of AI.
Does that model, that gas pedal brake model, is that the way it has to be? Or is there a possibility of a new model coming at some point where the two things kind of integrate and can run on parallel tracks?
They have to run on parallel tracks. They have to. And that's the idea, and that's the benefit of development teams, security teams working together, integrating security into the development lifecycle. That's what allows this to move very quickly. They can't be treated separately from each other. And what's next? I get that question a lot of what does the future look like?
You were going to get it from me in a second, so go ahead.
And the wonderful part about this industry and DevSecOps in general is it allows us to be very agile, right? We don't have to be stuck into a timeline or what is defined as what next. Whatever the next mission is, that is what will drive the future growth and drive the adoption of new technology.
And it's fortuitous because the department has been talking about agile development, not just in software, but especially in software for long enough now that it seems like the cultural points have seeped into the real tactical operational level at the department.
Yeah, culture is talked about anytime you have a conversation around DevSecOps, and especially in the government world. We talk about it a lot in a working group that we do together. There's a saying in the DevSecOps world, which is don't be afraid to fail. But in government, we can't fail. In private sector, failure is loss of profit. In public sector, failure could be loss of life. So the appetite for failure in public sector is a lot slimmer, which is why security has to be at the forefront of the discussion. And there has to be a little bit of a limiter in terms of how fast we can move forward. And that's why this community, especially on the industry side, and the OEM community and the system integrator community, they have to respect that very much.
Rich, it's great to talk to you again. Thanks for joining me today.
Absolutely, Francis. Thank you.